Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Shri Radhe, Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari, Radha Kunja Bihari Shri Radhe, Prabhupada, 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रकाचार्य अष्टोदर्शद अभय चरणारविंद ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की. हरे कृष्णा. So today we will be reading from Srimad-Bhagavad Gita from chapter 7, text 19. Sorry? 20, sorry. Yeah. Chapter 7 and then shlok is 20. I'm sorry. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we will read the shlok, we'll recite, I think it's here, yeah. Kamai, kamaistaistai, kamaistair, ritagnanam, prapadyante, nyadevataha, tam tam niyamam asthaya prakrutya niyata swaya kamais tais tair ritagnanam prapadyante nyadevatah tam tam niyamam asthaya prakritya niyatah svaya kamaistaistairritagnyana prapadyantya devata tam tam niyamasthai prakritya niyatah svaya kamaistaistairritagnyana prapadyante devata tam tam niyamamasthaya prakrutya niyatha svaya. Anybody would like to recite? Kamaistaistairritagnyana prapadyante devata tam tam niyamamasthaya prakrutya niyatha svaya kamaistaistairritagnyana prapadyante niyatha tam tam niyamam asthaya prakrute niratastaya kamaistaistairritagnyana prapadyante devata tam tam niyamastaya prakrutya niyatastvaya. Word to word translation. Kamai, by desires. Tai, by those. Tai, by those. Rita, distorted. Jnana, knowledge. Prapadyante, surrender. Anya, other. Devataha, demigods. Tam, that. Tam, that. Niyamam, rules. Asthaya, following. Prakritya, by nature. Niyataha, controlled. Svaya, by their own. Purport by His Divine Grace. The translation, I'll read it first. Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Those who are freed from all material contaminations surrender unto the Supreme Lord and engage in His devotional service. As long as the material contamination is not completely washed off, they are by nature non-devotees. But even those who have material desires and who resort to the Supreme Lord are not so much attracted by external nature. Because of approaching the right goal, they soon become free from all material lust. In the Srimad-Bhagavatam, it is recommended that whether one is free from all material desires or is full of material desires, or desires liberation from material contamination, or is a pure devotee and has no desire for material sense gratification, he should in all cases surrender to Vasudeva and worship him. It is said in the Bhagavatam that less intelligent people who have lost their spiritual sense take shelter of demigods for immediate fulfillment of material desires. Generally, such people do not go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they are in particular modes of nature, ignorance and passion, and therefore worship various demigods. Following the rules and regulations of worship, they are satisfied. The worshippers of demigods are motivated by small desires and do not know how to reach the supreme goal. But a devotee of the Supreme Lord is not misguided. Because in Vedic literature there are recommendations for worshipping different gods for different purposes. Example, a deceased man is recommended to worship the sun. Those who are not devotees of the Lord think that for certain purposes demigods are better than the Supreme Lord. But a pure devotee knows that the Supreme Lord Krishna is the master of all. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that only the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the master and all others are servant. Therefore, a pure devotee never goes to demigods for satisfaction of his material needs. He depends on the Supreme Lord, and that pure devotee is satisfied with whatever he gives. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshururmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavasha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatadeshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I will just read the translation once again. Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own nature. So, this wonderful shlok where we have couple of important words we can say, which we can try to meditate today. So first is kamais. So kamais means desires. So how do these material desires we have, or how do we get it? So it is in Bhagavad Gita shlok 2.62 and 2.63 it is said, Dhyayato Vishya Pumsam Sangaste Upajayate. Sangas sanjayate kama, kamat krodho vijayate. So, while we contemplate on sense objects and then a person develops attachment, dhyayato, so he starts meditating upon it. And then when he develops the attachment towards that sense object, he wants to fulfill it now. And then, when the lust is there, anger also arises, because it is said, krodod bhavati samoha, samohat smriti vibrahama. So when there is lust or illusion, when it is not fulfilled, then we get into anger, and then kramad krodho bijayate. So with lust, the intelligence, with anger, the intelligence is, we can say it's destroyed. And then when a person is bewildered, his memory is, he doesn't understand what is right or what is wrong. For an example, when there are two people, they, in spite being bodily close, when they want to make their point as, which is correct, am I right, am I wrong, they try to shout at each other. Why? Because each other's expectations are not fulfilled, and then there is anger, and because of anger the minds are away or the intelligence is away, and they start shouting to each other in spite being close, because they want that my voice should reach his heart and his mind, and then he should understand me. That's why he's trying to do it. But he is not understanding that because of this anger already taken place over here in scenario between the two person, nobody is going to listen anything, because their mind is already blocked, heart are already away. So we cannot convey anything, our point, to anyone, or someone who is trying to convey us, he cannot convey, because I am already away mentally, I am away, because my desires are not fulfilled, my expectations are not met. So then I am already away from that person, because I am attached to my desire, I am attached to my lust, which is giving rise to this, fulfillment of expectations. And then when the anger or there is loss of memory, I cannot, understand what someone is trying to say. For an example, if there is some cake, very tasty cake being prepared for evening, we saw it in the afternoon, Paramahansa Gaura Prabhu is baking a cake. We know, and suppose that cake is in the fridge. And now, my mind is already dhyayato, it's already meditating now. Oh, after 7:30 I'll be eating that cake. It's already meditating. And now, when I know that I shouldn't eat because I'm not physically fit, but my mind has already started meditating on it. And then it's after Narsimharti, I go down, I say, okay, let me eat one bite of it. I'll not eat much. And I eat. And then before I touch, I plan to eat, but before I touch, Brian Prabhu comes in and says, Prabhu, you are not physically fit. Why are you eating it, And then I get angry. Oh, I want to eat, and this Prabhuji is stopping me, And now, I being angry, I still ignore him and say, just keep quiet, Prabhu. Let me enjoy it. And I still eat. And what is happening here? My intelligence is lost, because in spite I am knowing that I am not physically fit, I am still eating it. So my intelligence is destroyed over here. And even we can see from many examples, we can see from Vishwamitra, we can see he was meditating in the water, and just after seeing the fish, fish or tortoise, I forgot. Fish, yeah. He's just meditating on their physical relation. He got fall down from his path. So, and we see in this material world also, so many people, why these people are trying to do so much of advertisement, or why they are putting so much focus on the social media. If we see like 10-20 years back, there were no big hoardings or no advertisement coming. Now, even if we go any social media app we open, we find some advertisement. Why? Because those people have understood that when we start imbibing something in people's mind, they will start desiring it. So they try to show it in such a way, like as it is said, grass is greener on the other side always. So they show the grass so green that I feel I should go right now, and have it. And then I go over there and then I understand, oh, it's not there. And then again I'm sad. So that's how this material world, or the people around us, or the people who want to earn money, they are playing with us, with our subtle, my consciousness, I would say. Nowadays, even kids, they are attached to, scrolling Facebook, Instagram. They're just scrolling, because we got addicted to that phone, because that is what is imbibed in me. I see around people doing, my friends doing it around, and then I see, oh, something social media, some reels I keep watching, which is just a garbage to my consciousness. But as I'm taking that sango upajayate, I'm having the association of this garbage, my mind is always like something is stuck in our teeth. Our tongue will always keep going there. Though I have paneer in my plate, but my tongue will go there again and again to remove it. So that's how our mind works. Even if we have something here, now we are being instructed by our acharyas, our shastras, our sadhus, that I should get up early in the morning, chant 16 rounds attentively. But my mind, it wants to go on world tour. It wants to decide his whole schedule at that time only when I chant. So mind works like that. Why? Because it has been given the impressions of whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we read. Those all are been imbibed on my mind, and as whatever is imbibed, it's thinking again and again, and whatever it is thinking, it is trying to do. And once it comes into action, it makes it a habit, and once it becomes habit, it is my character. So ultimately, it all starts with the desires which we develop or which are being imbibed on our mind. And then it is said, the second important word I would say, where did I miss? Okay, yeah. Second is, I missed it. Yeah. So second is Hrita Jnana. So here it says that intelligence is stolen because of the desires. But now, to fulfill these desires, a person finds a shortcut, Now, how do I fulfill this desire? So, if we go more towards India, we will see there's people following different demigods. Because, like Lord Ganesha is said, okay, he'll give lot of intelligence. And now Ganesh festival is coming in India. So now many people, okay, now I want to score good marks. Okay, I will go take his shelter. I will pray to him. And then, or else, if someone, they read in a book some scriptures written by someone who is not bona fide, in that they write, okay, every day to Ganpati you should offer, 11 sweets or 21 sweets. So all this ritual they start following, because now it's Ganesh Chaturthi, or now is the Ganesh festival. And why should I do this? Because I should get this. Or there are many demigods, like who are having certain departments, like Ganesha is for Vignaharta. Vignaharta as in hurdles. And then Shivji, they will go Monday to Shivji, Tuesday to Ganesha, Wednesday they will go to some other god, Thursday they will go to some another god. So according to whatever hurdles I have, I will go to that demigod, because I know, okay, that demigod is having this department. So let me try to, take surrenderance of him, and if I please him, he will give me whatever I desire. Like Hiranyakashipu, he did so much of tapasya. Brahmaji came in to please Brahmaji, in fact, and he asked so many things. And one time he said, I never want to die. Wherein Brahmaji said, I myself will die someday. How can I give you this boon, So everyone wants to please that particular department, and then they feel, okay, if I please this demigod, I would be able to enjoy. but wherein we know that Krishna is the source of everything, and it is like um, asking a department head to increase my salary instead of asking to the manager, that, oh manager, you increase my salary, but I am asking to a department head, which I know that whatever salary is coming or whatever increment will come from manager only. Department head won't do anything. Or it's like, we know that Krishna is the Supreme Father, and maybe these demigods are like uncles. And we are going to uncle to ask something, wherein we know we can go to Narsimhadev, our Supreme Father, directly, and we can ask him. And that is what in the purport Srila Prabhupada also says, that devotees, even if they have material desires, they don't have material desires, whatever they have, they go to Krishna. So kids, or in the hospital also, instead of going to the doctors and instead of going to the nurses around, we can go to the doctor directly. I have this problem, treat me. Nurses, they are just helping hands to the doctor. They won't cure me anyways. So Krishna is the supreme source, and these demigods are just the helping hands. So we know that Krishna is the ultimate source. So it is better that we take Krishna shelter directly. As Ravana, he was worshipping Lord Shiva, and he got everything, but end of the day, in mood of, he achieved whatever he asked from Lord Shiva, but why did he achieve? He asked it to enjoy, and he enjoyed, but one day only enjoyed him, whatever enjoyment he asked. So he misused his powers, in short, or whatever was been given to him. And then Hiranyakashipu also, he got it, but he misused and he was killed ultimately. But here we see Gajendra. He was calling Vishnu when he didn't knew even how Vishnu is, or what is bhakti. He didn't know anything. But he still, in that prayers, he said, whoever is the highest, please come and help me. Shri Prahlad Narsimhadev Bhagavan ki. And then Prahlad Maharaj also, in spite so much of trouble, and after Hiranyakashipu was killed, Narsim Bhagavan says, okay, ask me whatever you want. And then Prahlad Maharaj says, I don't want anything. That is a sign of a pure devotee, that what Prabhupada says, that he is happy and he is satisfied with whatever Lord provides. And then they don't ask for any desires. Like when people go to demigods, they ask, okay, I want this, I want that. And then the most important point, again, it is said over here, if we try to compare, and then another word in that shlok, the most important is prapadyante, surrendered unto. So the one who is surrendered unto Krishna, he is satisfied with whatever Krishna gives, however he keeps. And though he has material desires, those are being transformed, or those are being destroyed. Like if we see Dhruva Maharaj, at age of 5 years, his ego was hurted, he felt disrespectful. He went to the forest and he achieved Vishnu. But that process of achieving Vishnu, that process itself converted this ego into, he became humble. When Vishnuji appeared, he said, okay, ask whatever you want. Why are you doing so much of sacrifice? That time, that ego was transformed into humble. So he was like, no, I don't want anything now. So this process of Krishna Bhakti is same, which Prabhupada said over here, that whatever process we are following, it will destroy our desires in the heart. So it will do Chaitanya Darpana Marjana. So it will clear our consciousness. It will destroy whatever this wrong impressions we have on the mind. That will be cleared when we chant in the morning every day the 16 attentives rounds. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So these impressions or the wrong desires would be transformed Now if I have an enjoyment to eat something tasty, but by Prabhupada's grace, we have prasadam also, which has already been offered to the lordships. And then we have, so if we want to see something, we can watch, we can see the Lord Narasimhadev's darshans, or we can watch some good movie if we really want to watch, like Maha Avatar Narsimha, which has come now, which is released, and it is really wonderful movie. So which are also coming now. So if we want to, we are really addicted to watch something series, some Netflix or something, better we watch something Mahanarsimha Avatar, where we at least we get in the consciousness of Krishna Bhakti or Narsimhadev. If we want to smell something, let's smell the flower which has been offered to Krishna, to Narsimhadev. So in this way we can regulate our sadhana or our actions. And once the actions are purified, then our thoughts would be purified. And once the thoughts are purified, then the mind would be in a right track. And then it is said, niyamam asthaya. So following rules and regulations. So now we already have, and we know the basic rules and regulations which has been given to us, following four regulative principles, chanting, reading, association of devotees. So this is the one which will keep us protected. If we chant, then our mind would be in control. If we read, our intelligence will get stronger. If we are in the association, we will be protected. At the same time, when we hear to sadhus, when we have their association, then we will have those thoughts in our minds which will help us to be inclined towards Krishna consciousness all the time. The more we associate with the things which are not good for our Krishna consciousness, the more we get attached to the materialistic things. The more we associate with spiritual things, the more our mind and we will be attached to Krishna consciousness. And then now, as today is disappearance day of our Shri Rupa Goswami, who gave us this wonderful Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu book, and if Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami are the jewels of our Gaudiya Sampradaya. If they wouldn't have been, then we wouldn't have been understood actually what is Prema Bhakti or what the Bhakti is. So this in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, it is said that Anyabhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karma Karmadya Anavritam. So pure devotional service means serving Krishna favorably, free from desires for personal gain and philosophical speculation. So that is very clear instruction which we have in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, which starts with Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, and then Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prem. These all stages are being given to us. So it starts with hearing, it starts with ears, and then if we meditate on it, then we would be able to do the bhajan kriya, and while doing this, in between we have the association of devotees, and then doing this we will have anartha nivrittis. As Prabhupada said, our heart will be cleansed, our consciousness would be purified, and then we will have nishtha towards whatever process we are following. We will have that faith, and once we have this nishtha, then we will have some taste towards it. Right now our stage is like a jaundice, wherein you give sweet to that person, that doesn't feel sweet to him. It still feels bitter. Whatever he eats, he feels it bitter because he has that disease. So similarly, we currently don't have that love towards seva, or maybe love towards the holy name. We don't have that taste because we are still in anartha nivritti stage. But once we achieve this ruchi, then we would have asakti. We have some attachment towards it. And then when we have attachment, then there would be bhava, prema. So these qualities come in before, when we have qualities of being humble, surrendered, when we start having that loving relationships towards devotees and Krishna, and then we would, because that is a sign of we doing our sadhana, and that will help us to grow towards the ladder towards our devotional service. And if we try ultimately worshipping between why worshipping Krishna and why worshipping the demigods, so here the motivation behind worshipping demigods is I have some material desires which needs to be fulfilled. But when we serve Krishna, when we pray to Krishna, the ultimate desire is that we achieve Krishna Prem, we achieve liberation from this material world, and then we achieve Krishna Prem. And then what would be the outcome when demigods give something? That is temporary. Like we saw in examples like Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, they got everything, but that was temporary. But then when someone achieves Krishna Prem, that is eternal. And then there is no, what I would say, it's nothing weak or nothing negative in it when we achieve Krishna Prema. And then asking something from demigods is backed by material desires, that I want this, that is why I am praying, and that is what is my desire, should be fulfilled, that's why I pray to demigods. But when I pray to Krishna, then I don't have 100% transcendental knowledge, but I do have, okay, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is the ultimate cause of all causes. So I start praying towards Him. And then I am encouraged to do some sacrifices or to pray to demigods, because I am encouraged conditionally, because I want this, that's why I am doing this. I want to fulfill this desire, that is why I am doing this. But when we try to pray to Krishna, it's ultimately we are praying that Krishna give us, keep us in your service. As we know our nature is dasa dasanudas, we are your servants, so please keep, so that there is no material desire behind it. And then who grants this, so the people who don't trust, them Krishna only say, okay, you don't trust in me, okay, then you go to demigods. Then he finds some astrologer, that astrologer gives some karma kand, and then that person goes to that. But when we start praying to him, then Krishna directly starts imbibing or giving us the right direction by purifying our wrong desires. So here Krishna is directly into the action, wherein sometimes with material desires there are demigods. So in this shlok where the last word it comes is Prakritya Swayah. So according to their own nature, people start worshipping the demigods. So now our real nature, when we know, it's serving Krishna and being dasanudas and doing whatever worship we do, we have to do it without any material desires when we know this. But Prabhupada says even if we have it, still be, keep praying to Krishna, and He is the one who will purify it. And it's, for an example, like if there is a prisoner in the jail, and the jailer comes and says to the prisoner, ask whatever you want. And now prisoner is thinking about, I am feeling hot, so there should be AC, I don't have good clothes, so I need clothes. He is asking all this to the jailer. Wherein if his intelligence is in place, he would have said, okay, take me out of prison, So now what's happening is we have Krishna similarly, but at the same time we are going to the demigods and asking, okay, give me this, give me that, so that I get imbibed in this material world only. Wherein when we go to the demigods, we should have rather asked, okay, give me pure devotional service towards Krishna, which will take me out of this prison directly. But right now I'm just asking to the jailer, give me AC because in the jail I'm not feeling well, give me food. That means I'm trying to stay here only in the jail. That means my intelligence is not in the place. So this Bhagavad Gita, Sadhu, Shastra, this all is giving us the right intelligence that we can ask even if we are going to demigods, because we don't disrespect anyone. Even if we tend to go, like Shivji, he being the topmost Vaishnava. So when there is Shivratri, many devotees go to Shivji and they pray, okay, yeah, you are the topmost Vaishnava, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. So please bless us that we please bless us so that we can serve Krishna and be in the association of devotees. So even if we go to demigods, we ask for Krishna. But at the same time, yeah, our goal is that we remain sheltered to Krishna and try to purify our desires, which is actually troubling us when we are trying to be in the journey of Krishna consciousness. And if we can work on how to get the proper desires on or impressions on the mind, then our life would be easier. That's what indirectly we are getting this message from Bhagavad Gita or through all the scriptures, that we have to focus more on consciousness. That is why our society name is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So we have to keep remembering Krishna. How we will remember it? With whatever we see, whatever we do, whatever we think. If Krishna is center of our life, then we would be able to see Krishna everywhere and we can be Krishna consciousness. But our mind or our consciousness is of achieving something material desires, then it would always be hankering, lamenting, hankering, and end of the day we won't be achieving what we are actually looking for. And that could only be achieved when we go through all our daily activities by meditating on Krishna, chanting, reading Shastras regularly, and then associating with devotees who will protect us against illusion, will say, don't do this, do this. Because Sangat Sanjayate Kama, association determines our destination, it is said. So, good Sangha will sharpen our intelligence. And devotees remind us of Krishna. And we have gurus, we have our mentors who correct us and protect our enthusiasm. Because when we are in this journey for a couple of years and then we feel it tasteless because knowingly we do some Vaishnava aparadh, or we feel it's not working out, then we feel it working out, but wherein if we keep following the instructions, it will definitely work out. And that is Maya's trick, to make us feel, without sadhus, then we have this Maya who will trick us and say, oh, this is not working out. It's been years now I'm trying. Let me go out from here. And when we serve Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, and when we serve without any expectations, that will keep our heart pure, and it will keep us aligned with our dharma, and it will give our heart the fulfillment. If you see, when there is some needy people out and you just go and give them some khichdi, some prasadam, if someone wants to eat, like in Berlin temple they do food for life. So when they do this food for life, though these people are completely drunk, they don't understand what they are doing, they are smoking, but when they eat something like prasadam, they are happy internally. And this is selfless we are doing towards them. So we don't have any expectations towards them. So there is no question of any desires arising, or there is no question of anger arising. So if we also do whatever seva here we are doing, if we do it without any expectation towards Krishna, then it would be better. Otherwise, oh Krishna, I'm doing this seva to, you help me getting good phone. And then Krishna, we have come to Krishna, who is like a Ayurvedic doctor, he will remove all impurities from the roots. Then he will say, okay, I'll give you, but before that I will give you something else. So he purifies our heart in such a way that we don't even want to enjoy that phone anymore because it doesn't give us immediately. Now people go to demigods because they want immediately, but Krishna, like allopathy. And Krishna is like Ayurvedic. He gives everything, but he will give at right time in a right way, so that we don't enjoy, so that we don't get fall. We don't fall in this illusion, and then a desire, then lamenting, hankering. Then Krishna purifies us. So when we do it without any expectations and with pure motivation, I would say, then it would give us the sharp intelligence. Our intelligence would be in place. Because expectations will bring desires, and disappointment brings anger. So this service, which is without any motivations, is pleasing to Krishna also. And then we have got so many opportunities now. We offer our time, our skill, whatever resources we have, that we all can engage in Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada has given us such a big house wherein we have so many sevas to do, and all these sevas will help us to purify our mind, our thought process, and then our life would be, this can be anti-rita jnana. The word which here it says rita jnana, this all doing seva and all can be anti-rita jnana, which won't steal our intelligence. This will keep us, our intelligence sharpened. And then we would be able to control our mind, and once the mind is controlled, the senses are in control, and if the senses are controlled, our actions will be purified and they would be in control. So with this, I will stop over here. If you have any questions, any comments, please let me know.
Yes. The question is follow. Okay. So, I have experienced that many devotees, or we can say persons who approach to Krishna consciousness, worship Krishna, also forget some material desires. Or I don't know, or any sense in Christianity, anyway, it's not important. But I see that when Krishna satisfied their desires, they want more. So, for me, this is the cheating, little bit, because this is not pure. So, but the problem is that we have many persons in our society who hankering for this. You understand? So, what to do? In many temples, devotees satisfied. They pray, Krishna, give me this, give me that, give me car, give me wife, give me, God give me, and I will serve you, with this. And Krishna give them this, but they don't serve Krishna. They do what they want. So how to resist in this society? Then you are influenced. There is not pure. I think maybe I'm wrong, but in every temple today should be some pure devotee.
Yeah.
Because we are so much attached for we don't have envy, envies, we are envies, false ego is the biggest enemy, for I cannot say but advice is first we have to liberate it from ego. First we have to have knowledge that everything belongs to God. From I'm just to say something from the small grass to to big skyscraper. Everything is property of God. This is that I'm looking on this way. Otherwise, we will be always involved, I can say, involved in something material. We will not see Krishna anywhere. The point is that we see Krishna anywhere in every living entity, Then it's easier, but material desires, Who don't have material desires? We came to process to liberate it ourselves from material desires, to not to be, Krishna give me this, then I see somebody have this from Krishna, but I don't want to repeat anymore. So, how to avoid these situations?
Hare Krishna. So as far as I know, and whatever I have heard, and whatever I have read, firstly, we cannot stop the desires. We cannot keep a full stop, okay, no more desires. We cannot do it because our swabhav, I can say, is to be happy. So our mind, our body will always try to seek happiness. So the goal is to seek happiness. That's why I have certain desires, because I think, okay, if I do this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. So now I am trying to keep happy is what? Is my body. So firstly, I need to understand, get this intelligence. I'm not this body and I'm this soul. And then secondly, I have to understand what is real happiness. And third, as you said, devotees, when they come to Krishna and they even have material desires. Yes, definitely they do have desires. But then Prabhupada says in Bhagavatam, in 7th canto, I think, a devotee can achieve Krishna prem in this life itself when he sincerely first accepts in front of Krishna. Oh Krishna, yes, I have this material desire. I am keeping it in front of you. Now it's upon you to fulfill or not. And then Krishna sitting in our heart will know to fulfill it or not, because he knows why I want this. For an example, if I am asking Krishna, okay Krishna, I want a job. I am praying to Krishna. Now, why do I want this job? Krishna knows sitting in my heart. Is it that I get the money and I enjoy? Or is it to serve devotees? Is it to donate in the temples? Or is it to enjoy? That reason behind why I want, Krishna knows it better. So if Krishna is giving me and after I getting it, if I forget Krishna, then that's wrong. And that's why we have Kunti Maharani prayers, wherein she's saying, okay Krishna, keep me in trouble always. If you keep me in trouble, I'll keep remembering you. And we can also experience this. If we have something less in our life, we go to God, So Krishna is so, intelligent of all. So then at times, he keeps us purifying. It's like tennis in our life, if you see. One player hits from here, another hits from here. The ball never stops. It's the same with problems. We finish one problem, there is another. One hits, another is there. But this ball of problem never stops. And that comes according to our karma at times. And when we are surrendered, when we are pure devotees of Krishna, then Krishna gives those. Why? Because he wants us to be closer to him. Because he knows, okay, I give something, then he'll be closer to me.
Okay. You give me nice answers, but I said what to do. Does we should associate with these persons anymore or not? Because they can influence us, you understand? And especially who are spiritually weak, In the beginners, when they come, I have this experience.
Yeah, so when it comes to the topic of association, so there are 3 types of association. Like one is junior, one is of our same, and one is higher. So when we are with our juniors, we should we shouldn't keep ourselves 100% in front of them. We just see, okay, where we can inspire them that they grow. With our middle devotees, we can associate, we can give ourselves 50% to them. But with our seniors, we should associate 100% with them. And that is what our Shastras and our Sadhu Sangha here in this in this shloka helps us to understand, that when we take the association of sadhus, then we will not get influenced with the wrong things. When we are with association of wrong people, we will get influenced with wrong things. Now, if I know, okay, this is a devotee, he has certain desire, okay, it is between him and Krishna, but good thing I will see is, oh, he's coming to Krishna, he is not going to any demigod. So we can, there is always something positive in the devotees. Though there might be their fault of, they have some material desires or something, but ultimately the best point, as Prabhupada said, the devotee should be here. He should be in the shelter of Krishna. They shouldn't go to demigods. That is the sign of at least we are growing towards our pure devotional service, that is without any material motives towards Krishna. That is what we want to achieve at the end, and this is the first step, that we come to Krishna and we keep ourselves in front of him in his lotus feet with whatever desires we have, and then slowly, gradually, that devotee, as he stays in the sadhu, shastra and Shravan, he will slowly maybe grow towards without any material desires. I'm sure that you are way more higher, in intelligence, in spiritual knowledge and everything, and in experience. From all the angles, you are elder to me. So if I have said something wrong, I would ask for forgiveness. I am just a kid in front of your whole life. So sorry if I have spoken something wrong. And to everyone, if unknowingly I have spoken something wrong, please forgive me. And if something good, then we can inspire each other to grow. Srila Prabhupada ki.